Welcome back to the second half of NEWSBREAK Live. William Welch from the Volunteer Center, South Bay Harbor, Long Beach is with us tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, William.
Thank you so much, Hibah, for having us.
And today's a big day. The Attic Teen Center in Torrance kicked off its canned food drive, which will directly benefit one of the Volunteer Center's very important programs called Food for Kids that helps undeserved children in communities. Tell me about the Food for Kids program, which is one of your largest at the Volunteer Center.
We're so proud of the program. We serve communities in Carson, Compton, Long Beach, Wilmington, San Pedro, and Torrance, and we deliver non-perishable food to about 140 families every week.
And how important is a food drive like the Attic is hosting?
It's essential. It's what we do. Groups all year long, from scouts to high schools to wonderful groups like the Attic, bring food to the Volunteer Center, and it is immediately distributed to these underserved families throughout the area.
And the Food for Kids program started in 2009, and how has it evolved over the years?
We've attempted to evolve it slowly so that we can keep our promises to the local families so that they can have food every weekend because the free reduced meals program for the children only serves them during the weekdays.
And who benefits from this program? The children are chosen by school staff members?
That's correct, exactly. We primarily target homeless and foster children. Specifically, these homeless and foster children are picked by the school nurses at the schools, and we deliver the bags of food to those to the administrators, who then choose the different families every week as their situation evolves.
Okay, and how many children in the Torrance community are assisted by this program weekly?
Right now, about 23 families are helped every Friday. We hope to grow that after the holiday season to about 38 families. That is our goal in the Torrance area.
And talk to me a little bit about Title I. These children are under a certain group where they can receive the free weekend meals.
That's correct. So Title I, we are specifically looking for Title I schools, meaning that 100% of the families are under the poverty level. The poverty level is about $12,000 for a family of 4. And these families are often completely destitute and not eating on the weekends. And so that's the reason for the program.
And I know the Volunteer Center receives donations throughout the year, but right now during the holidays, it's a season of giving. How important are the drives like the Attic is hosting, and when can people come by to drop off the donations?
The Attic and groups like that are essential. Americans are so generous during the holiday season. We do need donations year-round. This is a year-round program, including summer school. They can come to our office. It's at the corner of Cravens and Torrance Boulevard, 1230 Cravens Boulevard, anytime from Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4, and we accept small and large donations.
And is this the slower time, the end of November? I know you mentioned that to me.
That's right. That's exactly right. Our absolute most bare pantry happens in October and early November, and it will fill very quickly around Thanksgiving. But now is when we are desperate for donations of pasta and canned chicken and anything you can think of that a family would want, as long as it's non-perishable.
Okay, and tell me about the Food for Kids program. So every week when we get these donations, it's a community effort. The volunteers come together, pack these bags with 10 non-perishable goods, and drop them throughout the community. It must be really rewarding to see this happen.
That's exactly right, Hibah. We have, for example, Pantry Partners is about 80 individuals living in Torrance, mostly in Torrance, who volunteer constantly to do things like pack the food, collect the food, sort it, deliver it to the schools so that the mothers can pick it up at the school. We even need people who do data entry to make this program run.
And tell me about the Volunteer Center. What is the mission?
The mission of the Volunteer Center is that we mobilize people and resources to meet community needs. We exist to help people volunteer with hundreds of nonprofits in the local area. The Food for Kids is one of our programs, but volunteers work all over the community.
And speaking of volunteers, is your organization always looking for volunteers who can come out and help?
Anybody can come out and help. We take children, adults, retired folks, all kinds of folks. We exist to help volunteers find the perfect spot for them to contribute to the community. Absolutely. And we have an online tool that enables people to register online at volcenter.org, or you can come by our office and actually come and meet us, and we'll help you find the perfect opportunity for you.
And speaking of volunteer work, I know the organization recently was part of a soft launch of a very special search tool for volunteer opportunities. And I believe your organization is the first in the nation to kind of test this out.
That's right. So we are the beta test site for Hands-On Connect, which allows people to go online, select opportunities of all flavors, whether you like puppies or helping the elderly or food programs. You can go online and find a volunteer opportunity that works for you and register directly online.
And what was the purpose of taking part in the soft launch and getting the special search tool for community members?
Well, for so long, people had to call us or come in, and we still love when people call and come in. But especially the younger generation really wants to have kind of instant access to volunteer opportunities. So you can go online, determine the type of opportunity you're looking for, determine the date that you're available, and sign up right there.
And I believe since it is kind of still in the process, people can go online, but opportunities are slowly going up weekly.
Yeah, that's right. So right now we have a limited number of opportunities. Soon we will have hundreds of opportunities at any one time available to people, and we are so excited about this. But register now so that you get notifications of things that are in your area.
And we were just talking about Food for Kids, but that is just one program of many other amazing ones the Volunteer Center hosts. And I have to bring up Operation Teddy Bear because I've covered a story about it, and it's so great seeing these children smiling when they receive their special backpacks.
That's right. The sister program of Food for Kids is Operation Teddy Bear. We provide 5,700 children every year, first graders, literacy backpacks that are filled with books and art supplies. The school bags are actually sewn by homeless veterans in the local area, so 5,700 of them. We have a little teddy bear for the children, and we have lots of, over 50 schools that need volunteers to go and read at those schools and deliver these backpacks to them.
And what is the purpose of Operation Teddy Bear?
It is a literacy program, so we are working with the schools to provide reading opportunities and art opportunities in schools that are generally 100% Title I, meaning they are completely underserved. Many of them have no supplies of their own, and this may be the only gift they have received all year. Many of the children say that their favorite thing they get is the very first time they have a toothbrush of their own, and that also comes in the backpack, in the school bag.
And November 12th is the date when the backpacks will be dropped off at schools. So how can people help and maybe drop off more supplies if possible from now until that date?
They are welcome to drop off first grade appropriate supplies. We are packing the backpacks and school bags on November 12th. You can sign up for that online or give us a call. We do have quite a few schools that do not have readers, so if you're interested in reading at schools, please give us a call.
And William, the Volunteer Center helps so many people right here in the Torrance community, and some programs that people in the community might not even know about. So we talked about, Food for Kids, Operation Teddy Bear. What does that say about the need here in Torrance?
The need in Torrance is two parts. One, there are children who are homeless and in foster care here in Torrance. Every school has homeless children. You may not know it, maybe the richest school around, but they still have homeless children in those schools. We have programs like Adopt a Family, where you can adopt children and families from women's shelters. We have all kinds of things that help local Torrance families, and also the surrounding areas, San Pedro, Lomita. All the surrounding areas also have that need. We are based here in Torrance, but we are concentrating not only on Torrance, but the surrounding communities.
And just to kind of circle this all around, the Attic is having its food drive right now, so people can drop off non-perishable canned goods. I think that's the key. Yes. That is what the pantry is usually looking for?
That is correct. Sometimes these are stored for weeks at a time, so we can't accept perishable food. Any non-expired food, please take it to the Attic or to the Volunteer Center, and it will go out to those families. And if you would prefer to donate money, all the money also goes to support the program, Food for Kids.
Well, the Volunteer Center is such a great organization, and you do so much for the community. Is there anything else you'd like to add to the viewers that are watching about donations this holiday season? Is there a need that you're looking to fill?
Give us a call. We're right here in your neighborhood. We are in Old Torrance, 310-212-5009, and we'd love to meet you. Come by, say hi.
Okay, William, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And if anyone would like to get in touch with the Volunteer Center, you can visit their office at 1230 Cravens Avenue in Old Downtown Torrance, like William just mentioned, or call them at 310-212-7997. And don't forget the Attic Teen Center started their Food for Kids drive today, and it will continue through November 18th. You can stop by between 3 and 9 p.m. They're located at 2320 West Carson Street. For more information, you can call them at 310-782-8828. And that does it for NewsBreak Live. If you have news or video that you'd like to share, please email us at newsbreak@torranceca.gov. And for Facebook and Twitter users, use hashtag NewsBreakLive. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.